Hey everyone, hope you guys enjoyed my latest build video. So today, as promised, I will show you the Partbreaker build. I did use both against the same monster on my testing to see time-wise how they perform. I really can say they're about equal. You do lose 18 row from burst, or 21 let's say, because you have also the Ebony Dogger on 2-piece, which makes it to 21. Which is around 10% damage, but you also gain more wound damage, and therefore you deal more often more damage. So they're about equal. Let alone you can light up monsters like a Christmas tree with all the wounds, but best this build is used for multiplayer hunts. You're truly a CC machine, parrying, KOing, breaking parts, creating wounds for your teammates to deal more damage, especially if you're if you have a GS player friend taking advantage of these wounds to get more than 1000 true charge slash. And that all while you also maintain your own damage, because as I said, you lose the 18 row from burst, but you gain more wounds, more damage. I've heard Flayer is right now bugged, so not working towards creating wounds more often. If that's the case, it's even better, because this means if or when it gets fixed, we will be seeing even better results. I can't tell if seeing more once was placebo, but the build definitely performed likewise in a clear time. So let's get straight into the build, since that's what you're here for. 4-piece Guardian Arc World, which gives you some Partbreaker and Flayer. The chest is normal Arc World for weakness exploit. For decos you will need 1 weakness exploit and 3 maximum might. The build comes also with 7 level 1 slots that you can customize to your liking. A peak growth for gradual damage and defense boost, absorber to not get flinched, even though CB in Axe mode doesn't really get flinched, but once you get caught in it, it's over. And I think CB mains know what I mean. You probably know those guard points where you do an accidental guard point from getting flinched and then you block like 20 moves. Besides that, 3 Divine Blessing is the best in slot in my opinion, because the temperate endgame monsters sit like a truck and you don't really have in this game health boost to increase your health. So it's like the best defensive skills you can get. 2 Medicine, which increase your healing of absolutely any source, including Arcveld's set bonus Decimator, which gives you health when you destroy parts. So you basically have a decent health regen build, especially since with Partbreaker you can break parts easier, so the synergy on this build is quite nice. The charm needs to be a Flayer 2 charm. For mentals you can use whatever you want. I recently picked up the Corrupted Mental or Frenzy Mental, I don't know what it's called. It gives you a nice affinity and attack buff, so it's pretty good as an opener after a mount. For example, you mount, you jump down, you have your axe charged, you put the mental on, and then since the monster is knocked down you can just hit it, you get the KO, you get a para, you get another KO, and therefore all the uptime of the mantle gets efficiently used. You do massive burst damage at the start of the quest. I need to note that the description of Partbreaker is a bit misleading. It does deal 30% more threshold damage to parts, so not real damage that drains off HP, but the parts get destroyed quicker. But the real extra damage toward their health is 30% only on focus strikes. And for that I need to say thanks to Lord Vietner, which did all the testing manually and sent me his sheet, which I took these numbers off. And the focus strike I need to mention on their initial hits. For weapon I have the same Chronos as the previous build, since we are unfortunately limited to how much we can upgrade, because our reinforcement materials are not farmable. Unless I missed something, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see the materials dropping anywhere else than the ones that generate on the Nata kit on the festival shelves over time. I'm not sure if completing quests speeds it up or if it's just simply time based. The sweet spot is around 3 to 4 affinity augments or reinforcements, 1 sharpness and the rest attack. If you get sharpness on the weapon, you don't need razor sharp on the build, which makes space for attack level 4 together with critical boost level 3 and load shells. Now if you don't get sharpness, you should use a razor sharp handicraft. It will have more sharpness uptime, quite a bit more than just having a sharpness on the weapon, but therefore you're gonna lose like the row from attack boost, the 2% extra bonus and that. Well, that's pretty much about it. On my previous video I gave you a few tips on how to get quickly all the decos you need with good investigation, so be sure to check out if you haven't. I wish you all a nice day and happy hunting, guys.